Happening today down in Georgia, the defense set to make its case in the trial of a father charged with leaving his son to die in the backseat of a hot car. Monday, the jury listened to prosecutors' opening statement. Steve Osunsami is in Atlanta with the story.
Prosecutors this morning are painting an ugly picture of Justin Ross Harris, the father accused of leaving his son to die in a hot SUV on a summer day 2 years ago.
There's no doubt the defendant is responsible for Cooper's death. Messaging on the morning of the murder that he needed an escape from his son.
In their opening statements, they question how he could forget to drop the boy off at daycare that morning, especially after the two had breakfast at this Chick-fil-A restaurant down the street, just minutes away from both the daycare and his office where the boy died. 22-month-old Cooper Harris was trapped in a rear-facing car seat for more than 7 hours. This surveillance video shows his father checking on the car in the middle of the day. Police say while his son was dying outside, the married father was sexting with other women.
The defendant's own words show that he's guilty. I love my son and all, but we both need escapes.
Harris is charged with murder and second-degree child cruelty. He's pleading not guilty, saying this was an accident. His ex-wife agrees he's innocent. Her lawyer says the sexting doesn't make him a murderer.
I've never believed this showed motive. I believe it just shows bad character. Texting somebody is not a negligent act.
Witnesses who saw him pull into this parking lot after discovering his son's body on his way home from work say he looked genuinely upset.
He kept saying, "What have I done? What have I done?"
But prosecutors are saying that was for show. Since the death of Cooper Harris in 2014, dozens of other children have died after being left in a hot car. It's become a national issue. Defense attorneys give their opening statements today. Steve Osunsami, ABC News, Atlanta.
All right. Well, of course, one of our big stories today, tracking Hurricane Matthew. Doug, what's the very latest?
Well, it looks like increasingly so with each computer model run. Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, possibly Southeast Virginia could be right in the way here going forward the next few days. The impacts in the Washington area, still too early to tell for us, and I'll show you why I'm saying that in a moment. Let's get you started. Here's the latest close-up satellite. When you see the dark red and the bright red in the middle, that's the most active part of the hurricane system, where underneath that imagery in the clouds, where you'll find the heaviest rain and the strongest winds. Pretty classic presentation. The eye kind of gets visible, then clouds over. We'll see, I think, once it gets through here, through the windward passage, the eye will become a little more noticeable here and open up. Top winds now 145 miles per hour, gusting to 175 miles per hour. It's going to take some time for information to come in from Haiti and Jamaica. And when information comes in, it is not going to be good at all. It is just going to be incredible stories of flooding, massive rainfall amounts, maybe 2 to 3 feet in spots, and we'll keep you up to date as soon as we get more information. In the meantime, we'll watch the latest track from the Hurricane Center maintain itself as a Category 4 as we get through Thursday in the morning, and then during the day, it can jog to the northwest. We'll be off of Jacksonville, and that is Friday morning, still with winds at 125 miles per hour, then beyond, because it'll have a little air moving over top of it, a little wind shear, also a little cooler water temperatures. It will diminish. But right now, if this track holds exactly as presented here, Wilmington along the coast, North Carolina, could get a direct hit, moving right across the Outer Banks, Virginia Beach area. But remember, these tracks change from time to time, and it's just not this center line. This is just what we say, it's the center line of the possible tracks that the Hurricane Center watches. And because of that, it could really wind up moving anywhere within that cone. So in advance already, hurricane watch posted from Titusville, Florida, near Cape Canaveral, just a bit north of Deerfield Beach, all the way south in the Atlantic, and then tropical storm watch just from a little bit north of Miami, all the way southward through Marathon, not quite to Key West. The futurecast shows it reemerging, the rain, the winds continuing, no diminishing in intensity as it moves northwest through the Bahamas, up through Freeport, New Providence Island, and then it gets close to the mainland United States. As far as rainfall projections go right now, this is an estimate from the European model, and you notice how much rain, 7.5 inches along the coast. You go inland, and it gets less. So that's why the track's so important. If the center of the mass goes a little more to the west, then the heavier rain goes with it and the stronger winds. If it winds up being more to the east over the water, then the heavier rains and the highest winds go with that. So we're still several days away, not able to really give you any definitive news, except the Washington area could well be affected, but more than likely the coastal areas, the lower bay, and the ocean front will definitely be affected. Today, we'll have a little moisture come in here. The winds are flowing off the ocean. That's bringing in clouds, maybe a few sprinkles or showers. So for the next few days, kind of unsettled through the day, especially tomorrow near 70 degrees, and then beyond that, things will stay rather quiet as we head through Friday. And then late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and Sunday, Jimmy, that If we're going to have an effect from the hurricane, that's when it will be.
Okay, well, we'll be sticking with the Stormwatch 7 team for all the
Alrighty.
very latest. Doug, thank you. Coming up here on ABC 7 News at noon.
And I'm Sam Sweeney in Prince William County, where Virginia First Lady Dorothy McAuliffe is visiting schools promoting a big competition. I'll have that story when the news at noon continues after the break. Stay with us.
Attention type 2 diabetics. Living Health Integrative Medicine invites you to a free gourmet dinner to hear about a new diabetes breakthrough. Stunning research now suggests type 2 diabetes can begin to be reversed in as little as 1 week, reducing and eliminating their need and dependency for drugs and insulin, losing weight without exercise, exploding their energy levels, and even becoming non-diabetic. Call now to RSVP for